Hello guys, welcome to our new tutorial video. So in this video we are gonna explore JWT authentication. So JWT stands for JSON Web Token. It solves this problem. So is the user entered the system, or is this user authorized to use the system? And first user login, then it create JWT token, then front-end part hides or stores the token, and at each request authorization bearer token is sent, and then backend side validate this token. A JWT token is stateless system. At each request you prove your identity, and then backend side validate the token. And let's implement this in ASP.NET Core. Let's go to Visual Studio and create a new project. Here we create ASP.NET Core Web API project. JWT okay. We use controller and we create a project. Alright, here you go. First of all, we go to NuGet Package Manager and we are gonna install Swashbuckle ASP.NET Core. Here, see, we are gonna create this one, install, apply, accept. So this NuGet package makes Swagger UI usable, and you can use Swagger web page. It creates open API documentation, and it lists endpoints of our controllers. It automatically lists our endpoints. And let's go to next NuGet. Here we are gonna install this one. So this is necessary for JWT authentication mechanism. Next we go to program. Here in the we are gonna register our Swagger builder services, add endpoint API explorer here. And next, what does it do here at endpoint API explorer? It finds API endpoints and it lists in the Swagger page. And next one, builder, here, services, add Swagger again, Swagger. It creates Swagger documentation. And here we are gonna add middleware. So if app.environment is development, so you are gonna use Swagger in development, not production. It's not secure to use Swagger in production. App.use Swagger. We are gonna add middleware, use Swagger UI. Here you go. Alright, fine. So this activates Swagger endpoint. When you run the project, you add /Swagger at the end of your endpoint and it routes to the Swagger page. Okay. And we go to app setting here. So we are gonna add these here. We are gonna get these variables values here. What does it do? Key, it's a secret key. It has token signature. Issuer, the producer who creates token. Audience, so this token is this who is gonna use this token. It shows audience. And expire minutes is token duration. JWT is a kind of identity card with the signature. And next we go to program. Here we are gonna add some settings. We are gonna create JWT variables for settings. We are gonna get it from application, app settings, builder, configuration. So we get the section with the name of JWT from app setting, and then we are gonna define key. We are gonna convert this key to the byte encoding. ASCII get bytes. So okay, so normally key is a string value, we convert it to byte. And next we add the authentication service. Builder, services, add authentication, options parameter with the lambda. We give some default values. Options default authentication scheme will be equal to JWT bearer defaults dot authentication scheme. Okay, and options default challenge scheme will be again JWT bearer defaults. Here authentication scheme gets from the JWT. So this shows my authentication management will be JWT bearer here. And when you see authorize attribute, you are going to control with the JWT. And here we're gonna add JWT bearer options parameter will be options token validation parameter equal to new token validation parameter. Here you go. And inside this validate issuer will be validate issuer, it's gonna be true, and validate audience will be again true. Validate lifetime, true. Validate issuer signing key will be true. And valid issuer, it's gonna be from app setting. We're gonna get it from audience, from app setting. And valid audience, it's gonna come from app setting. This is gonna be issuer. Okay. And issuer signing key, it's gonna be new symmetric security key, and it's gonna get the key parameter which we defined before. Okay, semicolon, semicolon. So you tell the backend when the token come, check if it is expired, if it is correct person generated the token, or is it for the right person target, or signature is valid. If everything is true, then user will be authorized. And here in the middleware, here is user authorization, and before that we are gonna have authentication. And this important first, this one should be. So user authentication shows who is this, and user authorization is used for authorize. Okay, and next we go to controller. Here add controller, API controller, it's gonna be auth controller add. And first we're gonna get configuration, private read only I configuration to get the values from the app setting configuration. And we're gonna give the parameter for constructor injection and set the initial value for dependency injection configuration. Then we can use it. Here let's create new method. It's gonna be HTTP post. It's gonna be login, and public action or login method, it's gonna be, and we give the model here we use. This is for username and password. If username and password correct, it's gonna return token. If model username, let's create the model. We need username and we need password. Okay, there you go. And let's check if username. So let's give the example tests, for example. Okay. Or if model password not equal to test, we return error, return unauthorized. Okay. It means there is no such user. And next we create token. For creating token we create claims, new, so create new claim. Claim type will be name, and second parameter will be username. Claim represents the information for token. So you write the information inside the token, such as username, role, user ID. And we create token descriptor or token descriptor. So it's kind of a new security token descriptor. It's gonna get these parameters. It's gonna get subject. So we create new claim identity. You give the claim variable here as a parameter, and expire period. It's gonna come from date time, UTS now. You can add 60 minutes. And issue, it's gonna come from, we're gonna use these. So issue will be coming from app setting. And audience is gonna come from app setting. And sign-in credentials, we need this new sign-in credentials. We create new symmetric security key, and we're gonna give the key parameter. We define it here, and security algorithm, it's gonna be HMAC SHA 256. And here it shows the content of token and duration of token and who is signing the and which algorithm these settings shows. And next we are gonna use these. We create token handler. We are gonna create token JWT security token handler. We're gonna create and create token. We're gonna use token handler object and create token method. And we're gonna use here token descriptor object, which we defined before, token descriptor. and we're gonna define JWT token, token handler, write token, and it's gonna get token variable, token parameter, and we're gonna return the token. Return we return this one, return OK, and we're gonna return new object. It's gonna be token and token parameter. Here we're gonna use this and let's create method. Our method is gonna check the authorization. It's gonna be authorize attribute. It's gonna be comes from JWT, HTTP GET. So if it is authorized, it's gonna come to this method. Otherwise, it's not gonna come here. And return okay, it's gonna return this string. Okay, we run the project and we go to this endpoint. So just right here like this, and then it's gonna go to Swagger page. Let's test. Let's try this one. Let's try it out here. So as you see, it's unauthorized. Let's give the correct password and username. Test. As you see, we created token here. JWT created the token for us. And let's test this one. Let's use Postman. We're gonna make HTTP request with the Postman. Okay, we open the Postman. We paste the endpoint here. We wanna go this endpoint, this method. We use get method. Here we're gonna go authorization. We use bearer token here, and we're gonna paste the token that we generate. We come here. Okay, here is our generated token. We copy this one and we come here and we paste here. Okay, and let's try. Okay, we changed here the name. We give the name here get secret, not to confuse. So then we use this endpoint. It goes here and calls this method, and we make request and it come, and it's in the debug mode here. It came here. So click continue. So let's go to Postman. So it returned this endpoint doesn't work without a JWT. As you see, our method worked after authenticating. Without authentication, it's not working. If you enter wrong or not enter token, make request, it give unauthorized. You need a token to log in to run this method. Alright, that's all for JWT token authentication. Hope you like it. If you like video, please subscribe to our channel and like the video. Thank you for watching.